Hujambo na karibu. Karibu katika ufalme wa Kiswahili. Kama jamii tunasaidiana kukikuza na kukiimarisha Kiswahili chetu kwa sababu tunaamini experts wa once beginners. Na wewe pia uko njiani kuwa mmoja wetu na kuongea Kiswahili kama mwenyeji. Kwa hiyo na kusihi bonyeza hicho kidude hapo chini subscribe ili uweze kuongea Kiswahili kama mwenyeji. Today we are going to do mazungumzo 12. Mazungumzo 12 is the last one in the beginner conversations. I'm reading from this book, Swahili Conversations. You can get it on Amazon by typing this Swahili Conversations and my name. Or if you are around East Africa, you can send me a message, an email, or just comment down below for you to get this book at your doorstep. Okay, thank you so much for that. So when you buy this book, you are going to go through it as I go through, because I'm going to go through the whole conversations. It has 84 conversations and we are in conversation 12. Each 12 conversations are for a specific level, and there are other stories that I have put inside that are not in the conversations, that were not supposed to be in these conversations. Okay, they are just in the B1 B2 level, a little bit intermediate, because I wrote the story and they were hanging. They were not supposed to be put anywhere, but now I decided to put them in this book. Okay, now as we always do, we go through the conversation one line by line as we do the translation or explanation, and then after that I explain to you the verbs, the tenses, the hard words, the culture that has been used in the conversation, and lastly I read the conversation purely in Swahili without any stop, any translation, for you to see if you understood it. By the way, if you buy this book, it has an audio. After watching a video on YouTube and listening to how it has been, how I have explained the grammar and everything, you can go ahead and listen to your audio even while you are doing something that does not need much of your concentration, or even when you are walking, when you are, whenever you can listen to that audio. Okay, now let's start. Mazungumzo, a conversation. Haya ni mazungumzo baina ya Juma na Riziki. Juma na Riziki ni wanafunzi wa shule moja. Watasema nini leo? Hebu tuone. This is a conversation between Juma and Riziki. Juma and Riziki are students of the same school. What will they say today? Let's see. Juma starts. Mambo Riziki. Poa sana Juma. Umeshindaje leo? Niko salama, na wewe je, unaendeleaje? Pia mimi niko sawa, asante. Before we go, I want to explain something there. As you can see, Swahili greetings are not one off. They are not done like hi, and you leave each other. After Juma greeting Riziki, hi, mambo Riziki, and Riziki replying, poa sana Juma. Juma went ahead to know more about Riziki's day, or how Riziki is feeling, by saying umeshindaje leo. Okay, going deeper. Umeshindaje leo, and then Riziki says niko salama, and then she asks Juma, na wewe je, unaendeleaje? Umeshindaje is how have you been. Unaendeleaje, how is it going, or how are you doing? Okay, so J is suffixed at the end of a word, but the word is aje, which means how. You can say unafanyaje or unafanya aje. Unafanyaje, how do you do it? Unafanya aje, how do you do it? Okay, but when it is suffixed, it sounds more perfect. Riziki then says, umeshamaliza kazi yako ya ziada? Have you finished your assignment already? Juma says, kazi ya somo gani? Kiswahili. Ndio, nishamaliza. Yes, I'm already done. And then Riziki says, wewe ni gwiji kweli. Kazi ya Kiswahili ya ziada si rahisi. Gwiji is someone who is a genius or someone who knows a lot about a certain thing. Okay, that is a gwiji. So Riziki is telling Juma, wewe ni gwiji kweli. You really are a genius. Kazi ya Kiswahili ya ziada si rahisi. The Swahili assignment is not easy. Swahili assignment is not easy. Juma says, si rahisi na si ngumu pia. It's not easy and it's not hard as well. Ni kazi ya ziada tu. It's just an assignment. I like that. Then Riziki says, Riziki laughs. Ha 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 ha. Una vituko wewe Juma. You really are funny, Juma. In Swahili, there is no direct way of saying you are funny. Okay, like in English. So in Swahili, you use you have jokes to mean you are funny. You have jokes. Una vituko. Vituko are jokes or things out of the ordinary. Okay? So when you say una vituko, it means you are funny, though it literally means you have jokes. Okay? So I hope you get that. And then Juma says, lakini nasema ukweli. Unahitaji tu kuwa makini kufanya kazi ya ziada. But I'm saying the truth. You just need to be attentive and careful. Makini is attentive or careful. You just need to be careful or attentive to do an assignment. And then Riziki says, ndiyo naelewa. Nadhani nahitaji kutia bidii. Yes, I understand. I think I need to put more effort. Juma says, ndiyo, tia bidii katika masomo yako ya Kiswahili utatoboa. Yes, put more effort in your Swahili lessons and you are going to make it. Utatoboa, kutoboa is to drill. To drill or to make a hole. Kutoboa. That is the literal translation. But kutoboa as well means to make it in life. To make it. So depending with the phrase or depending with where the word has been used, it can give you the meaning. For example, if I say nitatoboa mbao, nitatoboa mbao. Okay, that one means I'm going to drill. Okay, nitatoboa mti. I'm going to drill a tree. But when you say nitatoboa maishani, it means I'm going to make it in life. You cannot say nitatoboa maishani and mean that I'm going to drill in life. Okay, it means I'm going to make it in life. So it has two distinct meanings. Then Riziki says, asante Juma, tafadhali nisaidie kufanya kazi ya ziada. Thank you Juma, please help me to do the assignment. And Juma says, sawa, mimi sina neno, nitakusaidia. Okay, I don't have any problem, I will help you. Riziki says, asante sana Juma, wewe ni mwanafunzi mzuri sana. Thank you so much Juma, you really are a good student. Juma says, asante pia wewe ni mwanafunzi mzuri Riziki. Thank you too, you too are a good student Riziki. And Riziki says, nashukuru. Nashukuru is to be thankful. Shukrani, for example, if someone does something for you, instead of saying asante, you can say shukran. Shukran also means that you are thankful. Shukran, okay? You can also say asante. So shukrani or kushukuru is to be thankful. So Riziki says, nashukuru, I am thankful. Juma says, sawa, twende tusome basi. Okay, let's read. The word basi. Basi does not mean anything. It just emphasizes on twende tusome. Okay, when you say twende tusome and twende tusome basi, it still means let's read. Let's go and read. Okay, but now basi just emphasizes on let's go and read, but it doesn't have any meaning. And Riziki says, twende, let's go. Kazi ya ziada, the assignment of this mazungumzo is, tafuta maneno yote ya ngeli ya our hapa. Look for all words that are in the our noun class here. Remember, the our noun class substitutes of living things that have breath. For example, By the way, once someone asked, since you say the our noun class has living things, what about trees? And trees are living things. Okay, here I'm only talking about things that have breath. For example, a human being, an animal, things that can be killed and die, a fish. Okay, I'm talking about things when they die, they go to another noun class. For example, if a fish dies, it is no longer in the our noun class. We can say samaki, samaki ni mkubwa. Samaki ni mkubwa, or let me not use an adjective. I can say samaki anatembea. Samaki anatembea. Literally, a fish cannot walk. It can swim. Samaki anaogelea. Let's use that one. Samaki anaogelea. Samaki anaogelea, a fish is swimming. So you are using the wa noun class because the plural will be samaki wanaogelea. But that is a fish that is alive in water, swimming. But now when the fish is dead, we will say samaki zinauzwa. Okay, that is in plural. Samaki inauzwa. Samaki zinauzwa. Z. Okay, so when our noun class nouns die, they go to the easy noun class automatically because they no longer have breath. So trees are not in the our noun class. Only things that have breath, things that can be killed. Okay, I hope that is clear. So you can look for the our noun class. You can look for the nouns in the our noun class in this mazungumzo. And now let's go to our discussion. The verbs used in this conversation, we have kusema, which is to say, kumaliza, to finish, kuwa na, which is to have, kuwa, to be, kuhitaji, to need, kufanya, to do, kuelewa, to understand, kudhani or kufikiri. Kudhani is to think, but having doubts. For example, if I say, I think that's a better option. In English, you only use think. I think that is a better option. But in Swahili, we have two ways. You can say, nadhani hilo ni chaguo zuri, or nafikiri hilo ni chaguo zuri. So when you use nadhani, it means you have doubts. When you use nafikiri, it means you don't have any doubt. Okay, and we have kusaidia, which is to help, kwenda, to go, kusoma, to read, kutafuta, to look for, kutoboa, to make it, or to drill. The tenses that have been used, we have the already tense. Umeshamaliza, nimeshamaliza. Umeshamaliza, are you done already? Nimeshamaliza, I am done already. Okay, we use mesha, but most of Swahili native speakers actually use sha and they omit the mesha. So they'll say nishamaliza, ushamaliza, instead of saying nimeshamaliza. Okay, but just for the grammatical aspect, I wanted to put nimesha. So when you go to the advanced conversations in here, you might find words that have written nimesha words that I have written nisha instead of nimesha. But since this is a beginner conversation, I wanted to put mesha so that you can see how it works. Then we have the present tense, unahitaji. It uses na. Unahitaji, you need. We have the future tense, nitakusaidia, using ta. Nitakusaidia, I will help you. Those are the three main tenses that have been used there. Maneno magumu, we have salamu, the greetings, I have explained it. Kudhani and kufikiri, I have explained that as well. Gwiji, who is a genius, kazi ya ziada, an assignment, and kutoboa as well. By the way, this book also has maneno magumu, or the hard words. So when you buy it, you're going to find the Swahili conversation, maneno magumu, and then the English translation. But I always advise that you only go to the English translation when you have hit rock bottom. Okay, you only go to the English translation when you have hit rock bottom. Don't just go there as the first thing. Do the Swahili. Okay, make sure you think in Swahili. And then the culture about this conversation is the greeting. mainly. Now I'm going to read the mazungumzo without any interruption. Haya ni mazungumzo baina ya Juma na Riziki. Juma na Riziki ni wanafunzi wa shule moja. Watasema nini leo? Hebu tuone. Mambo Riziki? Poa sana Juma. Umeshindaje leo? Niko salama, na wewe je, unaendeleaje? Pia mimi niko sawa. Asante. Umeshamaliza kazi yako ya ziada? Kazi ya somo gani? Kiswahili? Ndiyo, nishamaliza. Wewe ni gwiji kweli. Kazi ya Kiswahili ya ziada si rahisi. Si rahisi na si ngumu, pia ni kazi ya ziada tu. Una vituko wewe Juma. Lakini nasema ukweli, unahitaji tu kuwa makini kufanya kazi ya ziada. Ndiyo, naelewa. Nadhani nahitaji kutia bidii. Ndiyo, tia bidii katika masomo yako ya Kiswahili, utatoboa. Asante Juma. Tafadhali nisaidie kufanya kazi ya ziada ya jana. Sawa, mimi sina neno, nitakusaidia. Asante sana Juma. Wewe ni mwanafunzi mzuri sana. Asante pia. Pia wewe ni mwanafunzi mzuri Riziki. Nashukuru. Sawa, twende tusome basi. Twende. Kazi ya ziada, tafuta maneno yote ya ngeli ya awa hapa. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, I also appreciate the people who are members of this Swahili Kingdom. If you want to be a member, you can join by the join button that is down there. And then it is only $1 per month for your support. I'm going to appreciate it so much. You can also support me by buying this book so that you can improve your Swahili in all the ways possible. I also appreciate those people who are supporting me on Buy Me a Coffee, those who are using my links to get to the italki, to get to the apps that I am suggesting for you guys to go and use and improve your Swahili in all the ways possible that you can. Thank you so much again. Kindly subscribe, share and leave your comment down below, especially of the kazi ya ziada. Look for the Swahili nouns in the hour noun class from this mazungumzo and comment down below. Asante tena, tuonane siku ijayo. Kwaheri.